Hey, how are you guys doing today? I hope your week has been incredible. And to my Muslim brothers and sisters, Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, here's an important topic that I would like to discuss with you briefly. When 2019 approached, we had so many people trying to draft out their new year resolution, trying to draft out their goals, their targets, and all that. So, my question to you now is that today marks the beginning of February, and what that means is that we are 31 days into 2019. So, my question to you is how far have you gone? How well have you been able to get closer to your goals? How well can you appraise yourself? Do you think you've actually done well? Do you think you've actually surpassed your target goals? Or do you think you are still behind? Or do you think you've actually done nothing? Okay, so what I'll be sharing with you now is like for me personally now, part of my target was to actually give 30 tips in the first 30 days into 2019. And looking back, I've given close to 40 tips, showing up within the online space regularly and giving out valuable content. If you've not been able to see some of my trainings, you can comment access in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to share the link that you can use to collectively access all my trainings. Okay, so here's something that I would like to share with you as to what has actually helped me surpass my goals. Okay, what has helped me are some basic rules. One rule is that you need to put God first. God first is so crucial to me, and I believe it is so crucial to so many people out there as well. You need to put God first because something that is a big surprise to me is that I see so many people, claiming to be very successful, and they tend not to put their creator, they tend not to put their sustainer first. It's a big shocker for me. But for me personally now, my number one rule is that I put God first in everything I do. Okay. My second tip to helping me achieve my goals is to be decisive. To be decisive, going for what I believe is right, irrespective of what people think. Okay? Decisiveness is one crucial thing for me. And my number three tip is that don't be on the fence. Don't be on the fence. Jump off the fence. You have to jump. If you don't jump, nothing will happen. If you don't jump, you won't experience any taste of success. You won't know what it's like to fail. You won't know what it's like to recover. You won't also know what it's like to actually be successful. Okay. Then my number four rule is that you have to be uncomfortable. You have to become comfortable being uncomfortable. You have to get used to being uncomfortable because success never grows in comfort zones. Okay, the way you will discover yourself is when you stretch yourself beyond the limits, when you go beyond yourself. Because if you don't go beyond yourself, you can't discover the new you. You are more like, there was a time that you were resting in your mommy's womb. There was a time you had to face the challenge of you being exposed to the world when they deliver to you. There was a time that you had to actually crawl, learn how to crawl. There were times that you learn how to walk. There were times you learn how to run, to talk, and so many things like that. All those stages were uncomfortable times. But at the end of these uncomfortable times, what did you realize? You realize, oh, I can crawl. Oh, I can walk. Oh, I can run. Oh, I can talk. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. But prior to that, you did not know that you could achieve all these things. The same thing applies to the adult you now. Okay. If you don't go beyond yourself, you can't discover the new features embedded within your greatness. Okay. So those are my 4 tips that have actually helped me to actually achieve my goals. And like you guys have been following, today is going to mark the last day I'll be going live on my personal profile. My subsequent trainings are going to be happening from my coaching page. So if you want to have access, if you want to be part of the first set of people to get notified whenever I go live with trainings such as this for my business page, you can comment yes in the comment section, and I will share my coaching page with you. Now, here is the bigger part. Before today runs out, I'll be setting a new target for myself for the rest of 2019. Okay, and you'll be seeing that post. I think nobody, since I've been following people, I've been engaging people. I don't know if I can survive this. I have to be honest with you, but I'm going to give it a try. Nobody has ever, ever done what I'm about to post before the end of today. And I'm so determined, I'm willing to achieve this, God willing, and just watch out for that particular post. So, on that note, I hope these 4 tips, putting God first, you being decisive, not sitting on the fence, and you getting used to being uncomfortable, these 4 tips, I hope they've been able to impact one person. And if these tips have been able to impact more than one person, then you've actually made my day. Because part of my journey, part of my mission is to see you succeed in whatever passion or endeavor, in as much as it's possible that you wish to embark on. Okay, so on that note, I'll be seeing you guys soon, and do have an incredible day ahead. Bye for now. Cheers.